Christian Small Momentum Golf here tonight to tell you what is the most important thing in the golf swing. Before we start, just want to let you know I'm rocking my Augusta hat. 2016, went to the Masters, took a group over, went over with Teed Up Golf. Recommended if you're going to go, Teed Up Golf. Ask for Deed or Mike, mention my name. Swing on the left, player on the left. Came with a shanking issue. 5 minutes later was fixed. How? Why? Understanding. What you're going to learn tonight is you're going to have an epiphany. An epiphany is where you know what you're doing, you understand it. You feel that your body did it and your body's saying it's good, it's right, it's efficient. You see the result as we expect, which makes you know that you can repeat it again. Now, once you create that feedback loop of know, feel, see, that's going to equal an epiphany. An epiphany is pretty much where you say, I know I can do that, I know I can repeat that because I know what I'm doing, and that's what you're going to have tonight. So what I want you to do now is I want you to stop the video and on a piece of paper or on your phone or somewhere, write down what you consider to be the most important thing you can do in your golf swing to hit a great shot. After that, write 4 more things that you think it might be if it wasn't that one thing. So when you come back to me, you can have 5 things written down that you consider to be the most important thing you can do within your golf swing to hit a great shot. Are you back? You've got your 5 things. Okay, now have a look at the 5 things on your piece of paper and you tell me, is this on your piece of paper? The most important thing you can do and know in your golf swing is the right side of your body, the shoulder and the hip must turn back to create space. If the takeaway's direction, the club face, the path, the swing plane was important, you wouldn't see swings on tour that go vertical, horizontal and in between. The most important movement is the right side of your body, shoulder and hip turns back to create space. We are not anchoring our hips and legs. We are keeping our feet stable on the ground and we are focused on the right side of our body turning back to create space. So the most important thing you can do in order to hit a great shot is make sure brain tells body, right side turns back to create space. Have a look if that's on your list. If it's not on your list, congratulations, it's now going to be on your list. If it's on your list and not number 1, move it to number 1. If it's on your list and number 1, I've probably taught you before. If I've taught you before and it is on your list as number 1, then we've got a problem. But it's just a reminder. The player on the left was focused on straight back, hinging the wrist and swinging on plane. You can clearly see he hasn't got a correct shoulder turn, is too vertical, is now going to be stuck on the way down. The player on the right, same player, 5 minutes later, after understanding how important right side turning back is to create space, is now in a completely different position. The player feared the club working too much behind them, so because of that was working the club too vertical, and that was the problem. The shank was reoccurring because when he mishit, he got more vertical, which gave him more width, but he lost his depth. So the reason I don't talk about tempo, flow, or rhythm, I don't tell anyone how fast to swing, is because if you swing in the wrong direction, you're always going to feel like you're quick. This is the same player 5 minutes later on the right. They're filmed at the same frame rate. The player, same club it is too. So the player on the left is hitting the ball and has now struck the ball. He's going to feel like he's quick because he's actually already on the ball. The player on the right feels like he's slow because the club's taken so long to get to the ball. But ironically, he catches up and finishes in the finish position at the same time, which means the club on the right was travelling way faster. So not only did the shank get cured from left to right in 5 minutes, but he started to feel capable and competent. He started to find the middle of the club face. He started to create flow and tempo. Things that he was looking for in his swing were coming based off that right side turning to create space. So I teach a concept called layering. Layering is where you focus on the most important things and then you allow other things to occur off the back of that. Those things are consequential. But if you focus on things that aren't that important, then all of a sudden everything can fall apart on you. When you get out tomorrow, make a promise to me that you'll go to the range, you'll give yourself 20 balls of no judgment with your 8 iron, you'll focus on right side turning back to create space. Once you turn that right side back to create space, you're going to feel the extra room, the time and the tempo that you can create. You're going to hit some amazing shots, and you're going to remember, the more nervous you get, the more you focus on right side turning back to create space. The reason why I work so much on mind game is because I internalize someone's focus on movement and then I allow the body to coordinate it, and that's reliable under pressure, and that's reliable even when you're out of your comfort zone playing the best golf of your life. So get out there, give it a try. Once you've done it, I'd love some comments back. I know it works every time because I've done this for so long. And once you prioritize your focus on movement and you see the result occur, it's a real confidence builder in yourself, which makes you want to go out and play. Look forward to hearing your feedback. Please like and subscribe to the video, share it with a friend. This is really important information. In 30 years of coaching, the number of people that I know that focus on right side turning back is in the 0.0%, and I consider it to be the most important thing to know as a base motion. Have a great night. Look forward to hearing from you about how your practice goes. Spread the word.